Welcome to our channel, your new home for mastering medical school lectures. This is part 1 of our Physiology Lecture Series, and today we're starting with one of the most important foundations of medicine, Introduction to Cells and Tissues. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss part 2. Also, like this video and share it with your colleagues. Let's learn and grow together. Alright, let's start. The cell is the basic living unit of the body. Every cell type is specially adapted to perform one or a few specific functions. For example, red blood cells transport oxygen from the lungs to body tissues. There are roughly 25 trillion red blood cells in the human body. In addition, about 75 trillion other cells perform different specialized functions. So altogether, the human body contains about 100 trillion cells. That's an incredible level of biological organization. Every cell in the body must obtain nutrients and oxygen to produce energy through cellular respiration. Use this energy for growth, repair, and normal cellular activities. Eliminate carbon dioxide and metabolic wastes. Maintain homeostasis, meaning stable internal conditions necessary for survival. Without these processes, cells cannot function properly. Most cells reproduce by cell division to replace worn out or damaged cells. However, there are exceptions. Neurons generally do not reproduce. A good example of cell replacement is the red blood cell. Its lifespan is about 120 days. The red bone marrow continuously produces new red blood cells. This ensures efficient oxygen transport to tissues and carbon dioxide removal. Now let's talk about tissues. A tissue is defined as a group of cells with similar structure performing a similar function. The body has many tissues, but they are classified into 4 primary tissue types. 1. Muscle tissue includes skeletal, smooth, and cardiac muscle. These tissues are responsible for movement, posture, and circulation. 2. Nervous tissue includes neurons and supporting cells called glial cells. This tissue is responsible for communication, coordination, and control of body activities. 3. Epithelial tissue includes squamous, columnar, and cuboidal cells. Functions include protection, secretion, and absorption. 4. Connective tissue. This category includes connective tissue proper, cartilage, bone, and blood. Its main role is support, transport, protection, and structural integrity. In the next part of this physiology series, we'll explore the detailed structure of the cell. So don't forget, subscribe so you don't miss part 2. Like the video, share it with your classmates and colleagues. Let's keep learning together. See you in the next lecture.